Yo, it's your boy Supreme Car Guy back at you with another reaction. Today we are going to react to Cen-Cal. Let me pull it up. I was checking dude out. He seemed pretty knowledgeable about his car ish. So we're gonna do a reaction to him and see why he's comparing a G80 M3 to a RS3. That's crazy. That's not even. All right, we just gonna get into it. All right, here we go.
An Audi RS3 and a BMW G80 M3, and today we're going to be putting these two cars up to 5 challenges to see which is a better car. On this side, we have a G80 M3 frozen black with orange carbon fiber bucket seats, downpipe and tune, making about 750 horsepower to the wheels.
I'm not a fan of the frozen, and he said again, downpipe and a tune. Look, the whole downpipe and a tune shit is stupid. Okay, why would you have restriction intake, free flow downpipe, restriction mid pipe, restriction exhaust? That is so dumb. No matter what your numbers are, if you're gonna do your car right, you should do all the pipe, intake, downpipe, mid pipe, exhaust, or at least intake, downpipe, mid pipe. You don't do restriction, free flow, restriction. That's stupid. It's like you breathing, which your mouth, everything you could breathe, you're breathing, but you close your lungs and your ass and everything. You want free flow all the way through. So that right there just turned me off. The whole downpipe tune movement is fucking dumb. Okay, it's stupid. Stop it. Do all or nothing. All right, let's go.
We're going to be putting it up against this Audi RS3. On this side, we have the Audi RS3. This car's on downpipe and tune, making about 700 horsepower on full race slicks all the way around, and I think these cars are going to pair up very well together. We're going to be putting these two cars up to 5 challenges to see which car is a better car, and what side are you guys going to choose?
Again, silly comparison, but let's see it. And they both got them dumbass downpipe and tune. Downpipe. Just do all or nothing. You're gonna it's gonna sound much better, it's gonna feel much better, and you're gonna make a whole lot more power. Okay. And that's the way the cars want to breathe. They want to breathe all the way out. Not restriction, then restriction again. It don't even make any sense. If you know cars, it don't make sense.
For challenge number 1, we're going to put these two cars up to the test to see which car is faster. On the G80 M3 here, it's a 3.0 straight 6 twin turbo powered car. This car is running on an E60 blend custom tune, downpipes, intakes, all that good stuff. Great. Stock fuel system. This car makes about 750 horsepower to the wheels. It's rear wheel drive. It's very heavy though. This car weighs almost 4,000 pounds. From the raw titanium.
That's crazy. If it could make 750 to the wheels, I'm just gonna sit on that for a minute. Let's say this is accurate. 750 to the wheels with just intake and catless downpipe or catted downpipe, whatever. Well, they're in Cali, so they're more likely that shit's catted. That's a lot of power. I mean, if those numbers are accurate, let's say they're accurate, that thing is definitely on more than just downpipes, intake, and tune. I'm no fool, bro. I'm not saying he's lying or anything, because like I said, they seem pretty knowledgeable. They seem like they You know, they got it going on wherever they at. Shout out to them. But if somebody a veteran like me or and been around some real heavy hitters, to be at 750 wheel is a turbo upgrade in there somewhere. But let's keep it going. Let's see what's coming out of this.
Titanium to all the carbon fiber. This G80 has a bunch of mods to it, all done by Cen-Cal
I said so.
Motorsport. The website link is down in the description. And let's get into the RS3. So on the RS3, this is a 2.5 liter, 5-cylinder car. It is turboed. It's running on full E85 injectors, downpipe, tune, intake, all that good stuff. This car's on full slicks, and this car is a lot lighter than the G80 M3. So these two cars paired up together.
Okay. Now he revealed it. Don't say just downpiping a tune if it has more piping going on, because like I said, some of us veterans, when we hear downpiping a tune, it flicks a button with us, because it flicks a switch, not a button. You can't flick a button, you can push a button. Anyway, it flicks a switch with us because I'm gonna say what a lot of people not gonna say, because some people don't want to ruffle feathers. Downpipe in a tune is dumb. Okay, it's a waste of money. It's stupid. Even though you're gonna make some numbers, it's a waste of money. You know, just do it all or don't even mess with it. You know, because then what you're gonna do? Go back and say, "Hey, I want to get another tune. I'm gonna put a mid pipe on this time. Make these pop. Okay. Hey, I need another tune. I'm gonna put an exhaust on. Then it's what you go. Now I want to intake. No, just do it. Do majority of it. At least do intake, exhaust, mid pipe, and then you could decide whether you're going to keep the factory exhaust or you're going to upgrade. Some cars have the axle back set up. Some will do it. Whatever. Do at least majority of the pipe, so you get a free flow, airflow more majority of the way through, and you could see whether you're going to keep the factory exhaust or whatever. That's one. Two, like I told you, that G80 has way more mods than what he's saying. If it's making the numbers he's saying it's making. All right, let's go.
I think it's going to be a great race. So we're in the M3. We're about to go take it out to the main road, get a rip in with the RS3. I'm thinking like 40,
That
60-year-olds,
ugly ass
definitely a
rack on
good
that
road to
Mustang.
try it out
He
on.
need
From
to
a dig,
burn
this
that
car
shit.
definitely wouldn't
Anyway.
cook at all. But yeah, I'm curious to see how the cars go up against each other. Definitely got to get this car a little warm. 750 horsepower to the wheels on this car, and basically just downpipe and tune. It's on the
Yo,
stock
it's
turbos, stock fuel system. These cars make a lot of power with stock turbos. So I'm hoping we take down the RS3. You know, we do mainly BMW stuff here on the channel, so it's definitely a good comparison to be putting this car up against the RS3 today. So let's go get some test hits in, and then we'll get out there and get some pulls in with the RS3. Yeah, it's gonna be a good race, that's for sure. I think the G80 has it, bro. I might be biased because this is my car, but we'll see, we'll see. I'm not a big Audi.
I love M3s, all of them. I'm not just G80, F80. I like all the M3s. You know, I mean, they're just awesome cars. You know, it's just the thing that's killing them is they made them so accessible and for everybody, I guess. And it's the people that's driving them nowadays are like they're just idiots, bro. A lot of them are just idiots. They just this is their first ever M3 ever, and then they think they know everything about M3s, and then a lot of them have no experience, like, and they're just tearing these cars up. That's the problem. It's not even the car, but you know, let's keep it going.
Guy, honestly, man. But the RS3 is sick. TTRS is sick. Those Dazas are crazy. I know what they could do. All
I'm
right,
not a
guys, so we're
fan
in
of
the
those
RS3
turbo
now.
things.
The dash is lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a windshield washer fluid, emergency SOS. We got no gas, all that stuff. But we're going to go take the car out, get some rips in with it, see how it feels, get it warmed up. And then we're going to take these two cars out on the main road and then put them up against each other and see which car outperforms the other. Feels so weird being in an Audi. I'm so used to driving the G80 every day. I will say it feels and sounds cool. Like it feels nothing like the G80.
Wow, G80 every day. See, these new guys are definitely different from us. even you got the bread like that, we did not drive our prized possessions. Even now, we don't drive our prized possession cars regularly. That's another thing that these kids do that's way different than us old school guys. We always have our beaters in our other cars that we put our miles on. We drive in messed up weather. We go to the grocery store. We always had our set. We always have our second. Some of us have our second and third car that we gonna put in rotation before we touch our race car or our our car that's our pleasure car, whatever. These kids will get a G80 or GTR and they will drive that damn thing every day, putting all these. That is an absolute no with us who've been in the game for a while. We used to have Civics hooked up, Integras, you name it, Eclipse, GSTs, GSX, whatever, and we will be looking for a $2,000 beater on rip, so we don't gotta, so we could just put that other car in the shop, build it, paint it, wheels, go to the track with it, take it home, stow it in a garage or under a cover. We did not do what these kids are doing. Like they're crazy in my opinion. Anyway.
I would almost say it feels more like a daily. The seats are more comfortable, but it does feel like it goes. So I'm curious to see if this car will give the G80 a run for its money. 5-cylinder, not many
No,
cars are
it's not.
5-cylinder too. Like Dawes is like one of the only like really popular 5-cylinder motors, like a baby R8. We're gonna get some test hits with this thing, see how it feels. Oh,
I love the way them.
they don't lie when they say this thing feels like a mini R8. Wow, I don't know, man. It might give the G80 a run for its money. Let's get another one in right here. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, I think it's that time. Let's go get these cars out on.
I would like to say when it comes to those Daza motors, I'm not an Audi expert. I just know from people that know Audi more than me, those motors are not cheap to build. They're not cheap to mess with, man. Like it sounds good. They do perform, but at a freaking hefty price. So I mean, if you like them, you like them. But if you get into them at your own risk. They perform, but at a goddamn steep price. They are nothing cheap to mess with, bro. And you don't want to just go to anybody with a 5-cylinder Daza motor, bro. It's not. You really gotta sort out the people who really know how to mess with that thing. You know.
On the road. Let's get a roll race in and see which car wins. We just filled the RS3 up with some gas. Yeah, like I said, that car's on full E85, like a 40-50 roll, and see who takes home the first challenge. 3, 2, 1!
I
The
knew that was
G80
gonna
takes
happen.
the first challenge, guys. Got the RS3 by a good amount. No, that
I
thing's
knew that
quick
was
though. It
gonna
was right
happen.
there on me, but the top end on this thing just pulled off. Second gear, I wasn't hooking up, but as soon as I clicked third, it took off. 3, 2, 1!
Of course.
The top end just pulls him in. And G80 takes home the first challenge. Let's get into the second one.
Yeah. Okay. But I think he's way more powerful than that car right now. That Daza don't. I'm just being honest. In my opinion, if he's saying that car has 750 wheel, it has more than just downpipe intakes in the tune. There's no way in hell you. I mean, it's maybe it is possible. I could be wrong, but usually at that power level, there's some type of turbo upgrade in there. Usually,
First challenge, the G80 wins. We'll see. I think the G80 is a better car. You like it?
That G80.
There you go, guys. The G80 M3 took home the W on the 40 roll. As you saw, the RS3 kind of kept up for a bit, but the G80
Nah,
top end just
that
totally
should be
pulled on it.
cheap.
Ran it a few times, even gave the RS3 a
It did
hit,
not
trying
keep
to give
up,
it a
man.
chance. But like I said, the G80 M3 took it home. So with challenge 1 being done, we are moving into challenge 2, and that's going to be which car sounds better, the RS3 or the G80 M3. Let's get into it. It's a little bit of an unfair battle. The G80 has a full exhaust system, and the RS3 only has downpipes with a stock catback.
See, he's slowly revealing the other stuff that's done to the G80. The dude with the RS3 is a fool if he just got downpipes, and that's stupid. Like oh boy, these kids drive me crazy with this shit. You don't ever go. I'm okay. I'm gonna say this. I don't care who likes it, but it's a fact. Don't go get downpipes and then go get a freaking tune, because when you want more power, now you're going to do mid pipes, and you're going to have to go back and get another tune. You're going to, like, look, do it all, do all the pipes, and do your intake, and then get a tune. At least do it like that, so you got free flow and you're going to make good power. Like, you got restriction in the middle, and you got down pipes that's open. That so it, of course you got that. The RS3 has no chance, even though I know he's way more powerful than that RS3. He probably like I said, he probably got a turbo upgrade. It might slip out. Let's see.
But the G80 M3 is running a full Cen-Cal single mid-pipe catback system with the Cen-Cal catless downpipes. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's give it some revs and see how it sounds.
This sounds great.
As I mentioned, it's kind of an unfair battle because the RS3 doesn't have an aftermarket exhaust system. This car is on catless downpipes only, but when these cars have the proper exhaust system equipped, they do sound like a mini R8, where the G80 M3 sometimes sounds a little raspy and always sounds like that true 6-cylinder sound. So without further ado, let's give the RS3 some revs and see how it sounds.
Yeah, damn it, don't stop.
Well, it's got turbo.
Sounds pretty stock. Like I said, it's not a fair challenge, guys, so I think the G80 M3 takes this one as well. Sounds a little stock. All right, guys, so in challenge 2, the G80 M3 takes the W once again. I just think this car sounds a little bit better than the RS3. Once again, it's not fair because that car has a stock exhaust system. But moving on to challenge number 3, what car is a better bang for your buck? I'm a little biased on this one because I own the G80 M3, so we're going to be bringing in my good friend Caden, and he's going to be letting you guys know what car is a better bang for your buck.
So this RS3 you can get for $50,000. This G80 you can get for $80,000. And honestly,
drive
those
one,
price points,
maybe.
I'd have to give it to the RS3 for having the best bang for your buck. You get similar power, you still get a good interior. Although you're not getting
don't
the
get
carbon
similar
buckets,
power.
you're going to pay for that. And with the RS3, you know, you get the power, you get the sedan, you get the comfortability, and you can still kind of keep up with the G80.
I disagree with him. You don't get similar. A RS3 and a G80, it's not similar power. It's not. The G80 is heavier, yes, but it's not similar power. It's, look, honestly, in my opinion, I don't even think a RS3 could compete with a G80. Like, you have some guys on the internet, you know, rest in peace, One Stock, you know, that dude had one of the fastest, if not the fastest, freaking Daza out there. You know, he was on another level. You know, you got the IROS guys, they're on another level. Like, most people not gonna be able to build a Daza to be beating M3s like water. It's not similar power. It's not even close. If you ask me, the numbers may look like it, but no, the G80 is just a superior car to a RS3 in my opinion. Anyway.
Yeah, and you get a baby R8. You know, the 5-cylinder, the Daza motor sounds crazy with an exhaust.
I respect the decision. It hurts a little bit. The G80 took the first L, but I respect it, man. The RS3 is a really good car. I almost kind of agree with Caden on that one. I mean, the DAWs is insane. Once you do all the right things to it, I think this car with like a full exhaust system, a few other cosmetic mods, it would just make it that much better. But yeah, RS3, best bang for your buck. So it's challenge 4 out of 5 now, and we are going to decide which one of these cars is more dailyable. I'm going to bring my friend Nick in. We're going to chat it up, and we're going to decide which car is the better daily. Coming from
Okay, I'm gonna answer that. I think that I mean stock you could drive them whenever, however, but once you start building any car, it's not. I don't think it should be daily. You know, I don't think it should be daily because, like I said, we when we built our cars, we did not even want to really drive them. No, we always had beaters, and it did save our asses in a lot of situations. Like, let's say you go, let's say you go to grocery store, somebody open their door too damn fast and hit your car. At least with my $2,200 Civic 2001, you can open your door as fast as you want and it slam into my car. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna keep it pushing. But if that's your G80 or your F80 or whatever it is, or you're gonna be really upset. So I I wouldn't daily none of them. But anyway, we're gonna move on. Um, again, this is the name of the channel. Here is, let's go, Cen-Cal Motorsport. So I'm gonna have them in the comment section. And if you want to subscribe to them, if you want to look at the video more, go ahead. But anyway, check them out, shout to them. They know what they doing. Obviously, they young. They young. They got their G80, they got their RS3s. They doing something right over there. Shout to them, and much love to SoCal, North Cal, whatever. They were the pillars of the car scene, but the DOT, EPA, whatever, they just be hammering them people out there. I honestly, I don't know how you could still live out there and be into cars, because there is so much red tape when you putting a build together out there. Like, the emissions is crazy. I was out there at the height of the Fast and Furious and all that. I seen it firsthand. The cops checking how low your car is. I was there in the middle of that. So it to be able to build a car in that climate and enjoy it is very difficult. So shout to them, bro. I mean, I've always loved the California import scene. Their look folk, their looks, they had the looks and they had some speed. But check them out. Anyway, I'm gonna be out of here. Like, subscribe to video, and I'm gonna be coming at you with more reactions and regular just rants. So anyway, peace.